What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that.
What's poppin', T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with a new behind the scenes tea video. So, the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is currently filming, and we have a new black housewife joining the fray. Garcelle will no longer be a lone wolf amongst a sea of white women. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. But just when I was so excited about said new cast member, oh Lord, she comes with controversy. Let's get into it, child. I don't know if her and Garcelle are gonna tag team with these heifers. It seems like Garcelle and the other ladies might be side-eyeing the new girl. Annemarie Wiley is her name. Let's get into the behind the scenes tea on Miss Annemarie Wiley. So Annemarie shares 3 biological kids with her husband, Marcellus Wiley, who retired from the NFL after 10 seasons in 2006. They share son Marcellus Jr., who is 7, and daughters Araya Jane, who's 4, and Olivia Marie, who is 3. She is also the stepmom of the former football star's 24-year-old daughter, Maraka Elise, who he has from a previous relationship. Annemarie appears to love being a mom, as she often posts about her kids, including Maraka, on Instagram. For instance, to celebrate Thanksgiving in 2022, Annemarie says she was thankful for this beautiful chaos alongside a photo of her family. While raising 3 kids, Annemarie works as a nurse anesthesiologist. In September 2022, she shared an Instagram reel that explained her job and what it takes to become an anesthesiologist. "We were once called the best kept secret in healthcare," she began in her informational post. A nurse anesthesiologist or anesthesiologist is an advanced practice nurse who administers anesthesia for surgery and other medical procedures. Okay, so she's a smart cookie. All right. Okay. She went on to list some of the requirements it takes to become a nurse anesthesiologist, which includes a minimum of 6 years of schooling, a residency, and served time in the intensive care unit. Guess we're not a secret anymore, she joked at the end of her caption. Annemarie co-funded Project Transition alongside her husband, an organization that provides youth with opportunities to grow personally and professionally. Working with our affiliates, we strive to educate, enlighten, and inspire young people by providing a dynamic and existing opportunities for success while cultivating self-esteem, leadership, and respect to build healthier communities. The organization's mission statement reads, if she's not working in the hospital, the potential new reality star can be found in the gym. Annemarie takes her fitness very seriously and tries to help others achieve their goals by sharing exercise and lifestyle change tips and ideas online. Okay, so she likes to work out. The article goes on to say Annemarie is a great fit for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's hilarious, a person close to the fit mom shared with people following the news that she may be joining the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's got such a lovable personality, lives an active, full life, and is married to a great husband with an adorable family life. She's a hardworking mom. She's going to be a great fit. Okay, I know you're all like, well, what could be the problem? What is the problem? That sounds like a great resume. She seems like she's a sweetheart. Where is the controversy? Where is the problem, Keisha? Okay, well, the problem lies with her husband, child. He has had many of controversial statements regarding transgender people, Black Lives Matter. Let's get into a few of his very controversial statements, and I'll let you know if I agree with it or don't, and you all let me know how you feel about his statements. So it was reported on February 20th of 2023 this year that former NFL player Marcellus Wiley says transgender athletes should not compete against women, suggesting it is not right, and labels the controversial move a biological issue. Former NFL star Marcellus Wiley has said it's not right for transgender females to compete against women in sports events. And he said, especially not against any of my daughters. Now, I'm sorry, I do agree with that because it is a disadvantage. Because yes, you identify yourself as a woman, but you weren't born that way. You have a different, body set, and other attributes that make you different from the average woman. So I don't think that it is fair competition. I don't. I agree with him on that. Now, as far as, let me know what you guys think about that as well. Back in September of 2020, during the height of the Black Lives Matter movement, and when Marcellus was one of the co-hosts on Fox Sports, he had this to say about the NBA's plan to paint Black Lives Matter on courts. He thought that it was a bad idea. Take a listen to why he said what he said.
I'm gonna start with you. Yeah. Is this a good idea? It's not a good idea. I do want to give the players credit for their flex to even get this to be more than just an idea, but something that's going to be in reality. I give the players that. But there's a problem with when you start to go down this road of the freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and how much social space is allowed for those who don't support in that same space. And that's where I wonder where this is going to go in terms of identity politics. We know what identity politics does. It divides and it polarizes. No matter how you want to look at it, that's just the effect of it, no matter how great the intentions are. And we all know the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So it's an interesting play right here. I don't know how many people really look into the mission statement of Black Lives Matter, but I did. And when you look into it, there's a couple things that jump out to me. And I'm a black man who's been black, and my life has mattered since 1974. And this organization was founded in 2013. I'm proud of you. But I've been fighting this fight for me and for others a lot longer. Two things. My family structure is so vital and important to me. Not only the one I grew up in, but the one I'm trying to create right now. Being a father and a husband, that's my mission in life right now. How do I reconcile that, what I just told you, with this mission statement that says, quote, we dismantle the patriarchal practice. We disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure requirement. When I know statistics, when I know my reality, forget statistics. I knew this before I even went to Columbia and saw these same statistics that I'm going to read to you right now. That children from single-parent homes versus two-parent homes. The children from the single-parent homes, this is in 1995 I was reading this. 5 times more likely to commit suicide. 6 times more likely to be in poverty. 9 times more likely to drop out of high school. 10 times more likely to abuse chemical substances. 14 times more likely to commit rape. 20 times more likely to end up in prison. And 32 times more likely to run away from home. I knew that. You know why I knew it? Because a lot of my friends didn't have family structures that were nuclear like mine, and they found themselves outside of their dreams and goals and aspirations. So when I see that, or as a mission statement for Black Lives Matter, it makes me scratch my head. When I also see their mission is to eradicate white supremacy. In 2020, white supremacy is the mission. Ooh, that's a lot of digging through minutia right there. I am on a show that I'm hosting along with another black guy who is hosting with me, who replaced another black guy. And that's just one example of it. So I understand, I respect your space. I respect what you're protesting for. But will you respect others who don't support that same protest?
He also followed up with this statement and said that it's hard to support an organization or a movement that is, one, so young in its existence, two, so polarizing in that same existence, and three, by some of their mission statements in terms of the principles that they're pursuing, I just disagree with, Wiley said of Black Lives Matter as an organization. But I don't think that that should be something that antagonizes anyone that does support Black Lives Matter. Well, I think that that's ridiculous to condemn it just because it's something that has only been existing for the last 10 years. I mean, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? I'm not going to even proclaim to say that I understood anything that he said in that first audio clip, because he just said so much and it was kind of like all over the place. He was touching on so many different subjects. So somebody down below in the comment section, one of the T Squad members that are smarter than me, please let me know what that man was getting to and what he was trying to say. And do you feel like what he said was controversial? While appearing on Van Lathan's podcast back in 2020, he also had some very controversial things to say about Colin Kaepernick. And Jamila Hill had a lot to say in regards to his comments. But let's take a listen to what he had to say first.
Do you believe that what Colin Kaepernick did, looking at his world and trying to affect it to minimize systemic oppression, police brutality, don't you think he did the right thing? Do you think he did the right thing?
And everything he's done, every step of the way, from
Not
the
every
first
step of the
kneel.
way.
No, I'm just saying in totality.
I'm talking about in
I'm not going to go micro. In totality.
Like,
No. I'll tell you no, and I'll tell you why.
so you don't think Colin Kaepernick did the right thing?
No. Here's why. When you're at the lowest rung, designated by society when you had no choice, when you're black and poor and in the ghetto, that's what this world has made the epicenter of hell. Like anywhere in this world, you go there, black, poor, ghetto, especially in America, you're under a full attack. You get out, you're never going to escape the race conversation. But if you can change condition, you can change things. If I had to vote, Kaepernick did right or did wrong, I would vote wrong because I'm into resources. I'm into materializing. I'm into monetizing. He's done tremendous, 2 million that I know of, and probably millions more. But then I watched J.J. Watt, different cause, different reason. Just instead of being adversarial, and this is a different cause, so it's tough to be adversarial with hurricane relief. But in alliance, guess what he raised? 41.6 million on record. 2 million on record, 41.6 million. No, don't do me like that.
But
Don't do me like that.
cause is so. JJ, what? This is a black
I'm
man
not even
standing
talking
up for
about,
black
I'm not going
people.
black and white. I'm just going first, if we're going to get some measurables out of this.
You can't, but the two
I'm
things
not
aren't-
done.
Okay,
I
go
love
for
you
it.
too.
Yeah, go.
So look, I'm thinking like, that's interesting. I'm not even going to compare J.J. Watt and all that. I just like, when he had everyone either loving him for the cause or loving to hate him because they was against the cause, you got him. You Floyd Mayweather. You Money Mayweather. That's why he's the highest paid athlete, because he got you either loving him or loving to hate him. Polarizing. Kaepernick had that. And he's winning every award and he's on everything. And then he gets silent. My little joke is like, bad boys move in silence. And bad leaders. Kaepernick in this situation, why I vote wrong, is because I have a foundation. I won Man of the Year, Walter Payton, NFL, 3 times for my squads. 3 times. And you know what I didn't do? I kept working, and I still do work. But I'm not going to stand up with that responsibility and connect with the voiceless and powerless and then go silent on them, even if I'm still working, because that's a responsibility that comes from when you take that knee. Now it's time to take a stand. Everybody has to join in, and that's why I kept silent. But I was leaking, because I was like, that's a huge responsibility. You know me, so many dudes I know that go to their camps, they have their foundations, they give them millions of dollars. Let's not act like Kaepernick didn't want to be more than that. He did, but when you are supposed to be more than that, you have to be all of that. And he didn't. He let that go short. I don't like to compare him against J.J. Watt, Jay-Z, me, anybody. But if I say, damn, I've been able to do X, and I've been doing that in silence relative to what he did, and you only did X plus? Huh?
I just think it's so,
That's my issue.
I know it's so unfair to compare what a lily white boy does after a hurricane to a black man that's trying to get America.
Go to Jay-Z then.
To a black man that's trying to get America to look at themselves in the mirror and address the way they're treating.
I'm just talking about activation and alliance.
That they have historically stripped of their humanity.
Now, this conversation I understood a little bit more. It seemed like he was trying to say that Kaepernick started all this stuff with the kneel, and then raised some money and then went silent and didn't continue to fight the good fight. And Van was saying, well, how can you compare what a white boy did for hurricane relief to what Kaepernick did? I mean, you really can't. There's two totally different things. And I don't think that was a fair assessment for him to make. I don't know with this Marcellus guy. Like, I understand some of the things that he says, but a part of me just feels like he likes to push the needle just for the sake of pushing it. Now, I want to know, does Annemarie feel the same way as her husband does? Does she share the same views? Will she be as polarizing as he has been in the media on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Now, I have video footage of Garcelle 2 weeks ago when she was asked about Annemarie, and pay attention to her facial expressions, her body language, and her tone. Pay attention.
Fresh blood in the waters tonight. Annemarie Wiley's just around the corner. Have you gotten a chance to connect with her, meet her yet?
No, I haven't met her yet.
So tonight might be the night?
Yes.
All right, so we don't have a read on her yet.
Nope.
And there's some fresh blood in the waters tonight. Annemarie Wiley's just around the corner. Have you gotten a chance to connect with her, meet her yet?
No, I haven't met her yet.
So tonight might be the night?
Yes.
All right, so we don't have a read on her yet.
Nope.
I don't know about you all, but I call cap on that, and I think that something had already gone down between her and Annemarie, because I vividly remember at Crystal's birthday party, there was a black woman that was sitting with them, and I was wondering who she was because she was in cast photos. She was sitting right there with the cast. If they hadn't met up until 2 weeks ago, I would be very shocked. But judging by Garcelle's cold body language and the way she was like, nope, seems to me like something happened. Something was said. She found out something about Annemarie that she really didn't like. Something is dead in the water, okay? Now take a look at video footage from 2 days ago when the ladies were seen filming for Beverly Hills and Annemarie was with them. So you saw it was Sutton, Garcelle, Annemarie, Crystal, and Kyle all heading out to lunch with each other. They were walking into the restaurant. Now take a look at a totally different clip, either before they walked into the restaurant or something happened while they were eating. People got upset, and either Garcelle and Annemarie and Kyle had to take a walk outside. I don't know, but take a look at this clip. It seemed very heated. Seems to me like Garcelle and Annemarie were having words with each other. It seems like there might have been some type of misunderstanding that happened, because you see Garcelle like being heated talking to Annemarie and, you know, pointing her finger, and then Annemarie responds like, it wasn't even like that, or something like that, to that extent. I don't think that's what she said, but I'm just giving, you know, paraphrasing. And it seemed like Garcelle was like, okay, now I get it. And then it seemed like Annemarie was still trying to explain herself, but it seemed like something happened, child. It seemed like either her and Garcelle had issues. Somebody came to Garcelle and told her that Annemarie said something about her. I don't know, but I'm ready. I'm ready like Freddie to see what's going on. I did notice that Kyle kind of like shrugged her shoulders like, I don't know. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Garcelle and Anne-Marie's relationship is going to look like on this show. Will she be as controversial as her husband has been deemed? How do you guys feel about Annemarie based on the things that I've told you today? Do you agree with the things that her husband Marcellus has said? How do you think that the other husbands on the show will feel about Marcellus, or do you think that he will fit in with the other husbands on the show? Let's talk down below, honey, because Annemarie might be something to keep our eyes on. You guys make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.